Some may say that ignorance is bliss, that forgetting bad things brings happiness. But what if you didn't even have the ability to remember? If society was so censored that you couldn't even think? This begs the question, how does censorship lead to artificial happiness? In Fahrenheit 451, Montag and his wife are living in a bookless society where reading is illegal. One day, Montag comes home to a wife who has tried to take her own life and calls the hospital to revive her, but the next day Mildred does not remember what happened. This incident sparks Montag's curiosity to find a deeper meaning in life, and he begins to search for that in books. Mildred spent her entire life behind parlor walls with actors who interact with her. Montag tries to tell Mildred that books are good and she needs to step away from her parlor and think. When Mildred doesn't agree, they begin to fight. "Will you turn that parlor off?" Montag asks. "That's my family," Mildred responds. Since reading in this society is illegal, people don't realize that books could fill the void they didn't know needed to be filled. Mildred's subconsciously searching for a deeper meaning in life, and she obsesses herself with the parlor after her attempt to take her life failed. She's oblivious to the fact that her true happiness could come from loving Montag. Harrison Bergeron shows the effects of censorship on people's happiness because every aspect of their lives has become so censored that people have lost the ability to think and have turned to their TV screens to search for happiness instead of within each other. After Harrison dies, his father says, "You've been crying?" "Yep," Hazel responds. "What about?" he asks. "I forget, something real sad on the TV." "What was it?" "It's all mixed up in my mind." "Forget sad things." "I always do," Hazel responds. Since society is so censored, the idea of true happiness doesn't even cross their mind. The philosophy is if it makes you sad, forget about it. They have no idea what true happiness feels like because they've been trained their entire lives to forget, and they can't think without their heads being bombarded with unbearable noises. It seems ridiculous to us that a government would actually censor people's thoughts, but how far away from that are we? These stories both show how censorship has caused people to search for happiness in material items. If they weren't so censored, they could realize that happiness is all around them, and having independent thought and the ability to truly love, it would lead to real happiness. Yay! Thanks for watching!